right. Hello, everyone. Let's get back into it. Okay. So, the goal is to finish this avatar. Pretty much done. Just need to fix the eyebrow, do a test, and then I think we're good. And I think that's it. That's all we can really do. Oops. So now let's test uploading it to the fallback. So if I take the Dark Rail Avi and we're in, let's get rid of the prefab now. This one. We are in the Android uploading. I should be able to upload it here. Oops. Build and publish for Android. Not valid? What do you mean it's not valid? Fizzbones. Right. So we actually just need to delete these and remove the collider here. Now we have the good rating. So that should mean fallback allowed. All right. There we go. Use for fallback. Upload. Actually, I don't want to use virtual desktop yet. I want to use VeraChat on my headset. So y'all won't be able to see what I'm doing. But that's okay. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, perfect. Must be texturing stuff. Oh, working. Okay, that's all. 4 hours. Let's double check on the PC side too. Ah, fuck. All right. Choose fallback. Perfect. Awesome. That's what we want to see. So everything's working. Okay. Now we just need to log in, upload the avatar to Dark Random account. Good. Yeah. All right, all right, all right. So, brain. We need to upload it to the other account. So we'll go here. Detach. Put this over here. All right, that worked much faster than I thought. Perfect. So now I'm going to export this whole package. And we'll want Kicking butt. I'm a butt kicker. Let me check this off the list. Bada bing. All right. Okay. So we've got the Avi pretty much done. Did I? What version am I using here? It's a good question. I don't think there's any sharps on this one. Maybe. It's okay. Yeah. Let's go ahead and get into text train. Oh, we want to make a visor too. Um, so one of these has a visor right here. Okay. So let's just make that super straightforward to do. Let's put that at 0. And then mirror subdivide. And make sure that's not set to normal. All right, so we've got something like this. And we've got that. Let's set this on. Extrude. Oh. And should be kind of like this. And let's do actually one more level. That and also a solidify, but only the rim. And then with a auto smooth, perfect. Maybe set to 60. And we'll decrease the solidify a little bit, 0.005. That looks awesome. but a little bit more tweaking. Like that. Why don't I like this? Because it doesn't have... I would rather have this, right? Then like that. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. So now we have the, let's see, this whole edge needs a nice curve. These ones we should crease. That point, these points, and that's it. Or maybe dissolve this one. That looks better. That certainly looks better. Like that. Looks kind of like a motorcycle helmet. Uh, Big Poop, Super Merry Christmas. Hello. Hello, Big Poop. Merry Christmas to you as well. How has school been? I know you've been busy. Let's go here. And these over here. Did you get a haircut? I did indeed. It was time. It was time a few weeks ago to get a haircut. I feel like a new man. That looks pretty good. Kind of feel like I want this edge beveled. I think that'd look good. Then we could bevel that too. Right about there. I got a link cable for my headset for only 11 pounds. It has no delay or anything. Yeah, that's good to hear. You're linked up, ready to go. Something like that. And then I just want this curve a little bit sleeker. Same speed as the original, 90 pound cable. Is it 90 pounds? Is pounds the right phrase? Or is it euros? 90 euros. Aren't you guys no longer part of the EU? I can't remember. All right, let's export this. So we'll call this Wendy Advisor. And we'll go ahead and it's fucking bug. Boom. Export FBX. The normals are not what I thought they'd be. Let's go ahead and add one more material. This will be Wendy Visor. And of course, we're going to name this one Wendy Visor. Save. All right. Ooh, that looks good. Much better. So now we want to set this one to transparent. And with alpha, you like right about there. What's the color? It's this like pink purple, maybe a little bit more saturated than that. That looks dope. Then let's see, what else can we do? We can add a matte cap to it. There's a little bug flying around. I hate bugs. I want it a little bit shiny. Oh, that looks cool. Dope. Add to light. Interesting. I can't see through it, I should say. Should I have an outline then? Probably not. Looks pretty sick though. Not gonna lie. One last thing to add is, oh, we have the clear coat already. Um, Now, there's also additive, multiplicative, 2 times multiplicative, soft additive, transparent's where it's at. That's for sure. That's already good enough. I'll leave that alone. All right, perfect. I like that a lot. Has a lot of sugar. I like it. So we want a similar reflective quality in the tummy and on these objects here. How can we do that? That's a good question. Looking more robotic. Absolute. Well, thank you, Kai Omri. Hope your day is going well. How dare you? No, no worries. No worries at all. It is good today. We're doing a lot of avatars lately. I relate to that. Hopefully, it's not too difficult. You're just going right through it. All right. So for our orange glow, we want to paint in the shoulders. Just one line. Well, I'm overhauling it, so most of them use the same controller to save time, but I'm remeshing and UV mapping a lot of them. I just learned how to use Blender, where you can transfer the texture from one UV map to another. I was messing around with that earlier today. It was pretty awesome. I think that's like honestly super useful. Um, I can definitely send you that, or it's actually in my previous stream. It should be clickable. Projection map. Basically, yeah, you can like extract the section of texture from your first UV map and then put it onto your second UV map. So it's like what I was doing is taking, I had three different materials for my PC version of the Cyclops character, and then I combined those just into one texture for the Quest version of the same avatar. Absolutely. Let's see, what was the tutorial I found? Playlists, Blender. It's lagging for some reason. Bye. Um, so yeah, there's the video, which will kind of go over everything, but it's very similar to just baking textures in Blender if you're familiar with that process. Um, Since Substance, I've been lazy at baking in Blender. Just baking in Substance. I certainly think that baking your mesh maps in in Substance is the right call. But this is just very useful for after the fact, after you've done that. And we need another paint layer. This will be shoulder stripe. I'll move that down, set it to linear dodge. Boom, 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 boom. Or it should be more like boom, 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 boom. Doesn't look as nice from that angle. Perfect. Then, yeah, I did it for moving all the normals and all the albedo over to the avatar. That does not look quite the right. Why? Let's go ahead and instead of doing a paint layer, we're going to make a fill layer. Put it there. 100%. Set it to planar projection. No repeat. Shrink it a bunch. Move it up here. Linear dodge. Does sound useful. I think it's quite useful. Maybe not applicable to everything, but if you're redoing a lot of UVs, hopefully it would save you some time. I literally just found that tutorial the other day. I've heard of people doing it before, but I personally had never done it. And we also have one on the neck. '3D projection. This one, set the rotation to 0. Damn it. 0. 0. 0. Right. I know I'm doing a good job on the rematch when people don't notice I changed anything. Absolutely. It's a challenging thing to do. Do a good job on anything when I've stopped screaming. Welcome, Emmy. When the pain ends. So, I was thinking for these channels, can I just make whatever? User channels. User 01. I can rename it. This will be what we'd want gold mask, I guess. Because then when I export it like that, can I view it? Gold mask. So if I go to here, layers, and I went to base body, I have gold mask, black. Then I could put on orange glossy, gold mask, white. Perfect. And that's how we could extract that mask. Nice. We can just export it with it. That'll work nicely. And then I'll make a new Poyomi shader. And instead of calling this mask gold mask, we'll call it mask A. Do you have a lot of school shootings in America? Yes. I wouldn't say enough for me to be personally worried in the sense that I feel in danger. But it's certainly been known to happen more than the rest of the world. We're winning. We're winning. It's a competition. Uh, so we have this. We want to bait it. It's definitely a form of population control. Let's add a fill. Linear dodge. Laner. Or an off repeat. That's what COVID was, I thought. I need to stop long. I do think it's definitely alarming to have so many shootings all the time. And boom, like that. Fill. Then adjust that however we want. That looks good. Yes, yes. Perfect. How hard is it for a person your age to buy a gun? Extremely easy. My age is 31, so I could go anywhere and buy a gun. But I'm old. I'm not old, but I'm certainly old enough to buy a gun. Actually, let's delete that. Go into paint. And where are these on? Here we go. Are you old enough to buy a gun with a BB gun? Because I ain't gonna live in a country with real gun. There we go. Look at that. Those shorts look bueno. Now we do need to make one more fill here, and this will be a subtract. And we'll set the scale to 0.05. Better have a belly button. Indeed, the belly button. The most important part. Then set this back to object, and we'll just move it in. Oh, shit. Why isn't it erasing? Gotcha. Because it's below the paint, of course. Shrink them a little. And bada boom. Got that little shorts cut. I think there's one on the front too. Yes. So we'll do another one. Move it forward, upward, inward. Uh, e. Like that. There we go. That's better. A little bit bigger. I think this one we're actually going to use a. Where's the rule 34? Uh oh. Ta-da! Shorts cut. I bought Star Wars Squadrons because it's like a space shooter, £5, and I don't like it much. LMFO. Oh, the VR one, dude, it's hard. It's like actually really difficult. Yeah, I played a little bit of that, and I was like, wow, it would take me a while to get used to this. All right, so for the cloth, let's go ahead and pop it open. We're going to put in a fabric material. Like this. Scale it. I want a space survival shooter, maybe. Do you know any of any for VR? There's a game called Into the Radius, which is like survival, but it's not space. It's like sci-fi. Um, Red Matter just came out. That's more like a puzzle first person. Well, they're all VR games are all first person, so it's kind of a useless description. um, but those are the two that come to mind right away. Um, Into the Radius. What was the one which had a bad launch? I think most VR games kind of have bad launches, to be honest. Um, so Red Matter, Into the Radius, those are the first that I can think of that are like space shooters. When you say shooter, I'm thinking like you have the guns, you're holding the guns. There's a few mech games. out. Can't remember what those are though. It wasn't VR specifically, but it was a space game in which like supposed to have infinite content. Um, oh yeah, I think you're thinking of. Oh wow, I can't think of it either. I know which one you're talking about though. No Man's Sky. Yeah, exactly. Star Citizen. Apparently, Star Citizen. Oh, here's something you guys might like. Apparently, a modder has created something where you can inject VR into any Engine game. So it's not like perfect because it's just like a general application, but we should expect a lot more VR mods because VR Dark Souls. Let's go exactly. Yeah, that's coming out too. That's coming out. Someone was working on that. VR to my bloodstream. It goes the other way. You put the blood into the VR. No, it's got played already, but I want something where you can actually do stuff in your spaceship. I don't can't think of any. There was one coming out where it was like a comedy looking one where you're in a spaceship. There's a Star Wars game. There's other Star Wars games. Uh, other than that, there's not like too much. I would say. Go ahead and make a anchor point. I'm going to make a new layer, and this will be cloth indent. And we'll make just color for now, red, and mask it. Add a fill. Add the anchor point. Then do our favorite, filter, bevel. Then duplicate this, put it up here, subtract. All right, so now we can smooth, lower the distance, then set this to height, lower the height, up the smooth. I don't like how sharp it is right there. It shouldn't be that sharp. It's less sharp there. Odd. Color will make dark. Hey, a follow from Pegasus Spitfire. Welcome to the stream. We're working on a robot lady at the moment, Wendy. She's coming out pretty well, but welcome. Thank you for coming by. But yeah, No Man's Sky looks pretty good for VR. Honestly, they're coming out with content for it like all the time. Seems like every other month I'm seeing new chunk of content for it. Um, but that being said, it never really appealed to me because I don't really care about mining resources endlessly. Maybe that's maybe that's rude to say, but that's really kind of what it seemed it was all about. Am I wrong? I'm probably a little wrong. More of a single player. Gotcha. Yeah, the only other there's not like a lot of there's a mech game where you're in a multiplayer competitive mech game. You're in a mech, piloting it, shooting stuff. That's pretty fun. The only other spaceship one is really that Star Wars. I can't really think of anything else. VR spaceship shooter. One of the things I love most about it is you can explore galaxies and planets galaxies infinitely, like there is. Yeah, I do think that's pretty appealing. It's got to be like a Mech Warrior VR game, right? Yeah, I think I don't know if there's certainly mech games for VR. I wouldn't say that I know of a. Um, I don't know of one. What am I trying to say? Not an official one. I don't know of an official one though. Uh, Fortunately, this one's not going to work very well because it's got this cut here in the middle. VR Warframe get motion sick to the extreme. VR Sport for MechWarrior, when it wasn't popular, they scrapped it. It's stupid. Yeah, I think that's like, it's funny that they scrapped it because I just feel like that is the audience. Like MechWarrior is like for PC people who love PC games. It just seems kind of goofy. There we go. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's what we want. And so outward. But then we want to also duplicate this again and set this to multiply. Then we want to find a way to get rid of these seams. How can I do that? I could make a duplicate fill. No, this is already filling everything. VR Warframe, get motion sickness to the extreme. All right, how do I paint out this seam? There's got to be a way. There's got to be a way. Okay. Yes, we can make another fill. It's just a solid fill. And we'll set it to not repeat. But now we should be able to cover up, or no, why even do that? Let's do a paint. And we'll find it's not working as I'd like it to. Let's say here, right? So basically we just want it to be the edges, but not the like middle. Or we just want it to be kind of working right there. Okay, so it is working, but just for one half of it, one part of it. Right there, we got one chunk working. One chunk. And then I get motion sick from bad drivers on twisty roads, so I get it. I don't get how you can be motion sick from VR. I don't think I've ever experienced motion sickness. It just really depends on the person. So it's like, uh, especially unfortunately, women get it a lot, but not because they're women, just because the headsets are not designed for women. That they tend to be bigger. The headsets are a little too large. So fortunately, women end up getting kind of a straw there when it comes to nice nausea-free experiences. Okay, so it's this edge right here. I guess I'm lucky. There we go. Okay, we've almost got this figured out. We got that edge looking good. Now, in the butt, yeah, we do want to fix that. Uh, so, Control D, put this here. Should basically be like this, I think. Gotta erase the butt crease. Some butt creases are good, others we don't want. I don't see how I couldn't just paint this out. Slowly getting back to 10K. Because I need to set it to linear dodge. I don't really understand. It should be working. I want to get a 3D printer and find some like people or something with like hundreds and hundreds of parts on ArtStation or something. 3D print all the parts and start modeling and gluing it together. Because the ones you buy on Amazon and stuff, they are hella expensive. 3D printing is nice, but it certainly can be pricey. um, Unfortunately, the plastic's expensive. Probably would have been easier to just paint all of that stuff out that I just did. Cheaper for interesting or Lord or safer gunplay. Cheaper for DIY kits, but that still requires setup. A lot cheaper. Take that back. Some people are doing a lot of wargaming, like tabletop wargaming in with 3D printing, which I always think is like kind of makes the most sense. So I like Warhammer, but they charge a lot. Like a lot. Gunplay is quality. Warhammer is also quality, but I think it's too pricey. Warhammer stuff, they charge a lot for painted ones. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. If you want to put together things with many pieces, I recommend. Oh, I'm getting sleepy. Let's do a triangle. Not that triangle, this triangle. And this should go here, basically. A little bit smaller. Then we want one like that. Looking good. I have this plain model kit laying around for about 3 years now. I never got to finish it. I've completed around 8/10 of the whole thing, but I got bored of it because I didn't really like it. Lol. You should look up kit bashing. That might appeal to you more. I use kit bashing for cosplay and stuff a lot. It's like really fun. Do you do like specific cosplays or like is there like because I've seen people do a lot of kit bashing stuff when they're doing like what's that one? Rust or there's some sort of like Mad Max post apocalyptic one that was really popular. Oops, why is it on here? Is it on the face? I didn't put it there. The fuck? Oh, it's gotta be. I know what it is. It's one of these shoulder ones. Just happen to be perfectly triangular. Steampunk is the one I like to do. Oh, heck yeah. That's dope. All right, I think we got all the glowy pieces done. Excuse me. But there's still more to make glow. I may just get one for Christmas because I haven't thought of anything else yet. Don't worry. That's my curse. That's my streamer curse. As I put upon my chat the difficulty of spelling. That is my gift to you. What's that from? Ooh. Let's start on the eyes now. But we'll do that in Poyomi. Or in Unity. What am I trying to say? In Photoshop. Yeah. In Photoshop. Nose got so itchy. All right, there's actually a few other things to do, though. We do want the eyeball. Have some trim. And then for our orange here, this one. No, not that one. Orange glossy. We want to make a anchor point. And above that, we'll make the orange glossy indent. Get red, mask it, fill. Then filter, blur, duplicate, drop, subtract. Then height, decrease. So now we've got this nice indent around them. We got our levels on top of it too. I like that for now. So orange glossy indent outward, duplicate, and then this will inward. It's got to be a simpler way to do that. I'd rather do it like this, where we just really, bam, do that. And then we do another blur on top. So it's going both directions, indenting both ways. Actually, that would be a better chance for maybe a bevel or yeah. I don't know, something like that. Then add a paint and go in and get rid of it. Alpha shape. want to smooth that out. Does not look good there. In fact, let's go ahead and just all right. Decent. Feel like we're honing in some details, but there's still a lot more to get out of this. I don't think so. I think I'm just not talking that much. I tend to get just slowly quieter after a while. I'm like just kind of not paying attention. Oh, take a look at these exported textures. I think the white might be a little bit too much on these edges here, but I like the effect. And I really do want to get the matte cap on the belly in the or this material. Few materials actually. Something to really bring out the bring out bring it out. I'm going to make the rubber shiny. Yeah, that looks a lot better. Just helps. Yeah, look at that. That fall off there. That looks good. That gets a little funky right there. That also looks a little odd. I think there's going to be a decent amount of cleanup on the triangles just to sort everything out. We had to do that with lo-fi too. So that's all right. But we'll definitely have to touch it up. All right, let's go into edit, export textures. We're going to go to output templates and we're going to duplicate our Pyomi v3 mask because we'll add in this texture set. Mask, like that. Let's in a parenthesis. Then user 01, drag right in there, gray channel. And then switch this, Pyomi v3 mask, export. Save. Okay. Now that we have that, we can go to the body and enable one of these matte caps. For the matte cap, let's choose just a fun one, something glossy looking. That looks extremely metallic. I wasn't really looking for that. Oh, we can tweak this in a little bit. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Perfect. Okay. Something like that. Then mask. Boom. All right. Then what we can do is adjust how it blends. So we want it like an add blend or mixed blend. Adjust the intensity itself. Oh, that's not like that. Something like that. Yeah, look at that. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. Dope. I'm going to use these a lot moving forward. So it just adds a lot. So let's just mess around with some of these other matte caps. And then we also want to make sure it's set to double-sided. Yeah, definitely prefer double-sided. Mostly just want the highlights. Matte cap pack one day? Oh, absolutely. I think that's going to be, it's the secret sauce. The secret sauce. I have one pack of 600. Holy moly. And it should be showing up in these ones as well. It's definitely hard to see there. In fact, I don't think it's showing up there. It is showing up there randomly. This little spot. But that means it has to be here. Just the emission's too strong. That's okay. Dope. Really like that. Really liking that. All right. In fact, let's do a little bit more with that. We're going to ensure that everything's looking good. So let's go look at mask A and wonder why it's coming out here. That's because the rubber needs to be here and the black metal needs to also be there, like that. Okay, perfect. All right, so that's mask A. Now we're going to add one more user channel, user 2. We'll call this mask B. We'll set it to L8. 8-bit linear, I believe that's what it means. But anyway, let's change it to that, mask B. And we'll go to base body, enable mask B. And we're targeting the metal this time. So every other layer should be mask B. I wish I could do a global change. That's already pretty good. But not everything we want is in here. Or too many things are in here right now. Good, that should be all the metal. Almost all the metal. And we just want orange glossy. And that's about it. Okay. Save, edit, project config. No. File, export textures. Output templates. V3 mask. And we'll add another gray layer. And we'll call this one mask 1. Then grab user 1. Boom. Gray channel. Settings. Export. This is cool. I'm actually really enjoying this. And yeah, if you have a link to that matcap pack, Kayomri, I will definitely take a look at it. I wish I could use more mat caps than just 2. I've linked to Gundam plastic model kits. I believe it. Where's my second mask? Oh, wait. Edit, bake mesh maps. No. Edit, export. Did I not export? Output, mask. Should be a second mask. All right, that's all good to go. I thought I did. Look, I just in the. What do you mean turn one? Like in here? Like spin it around? That does look dope. Huh. Where's my mask? Oh, I see. I don't see. Why is this? Huh. I messed something up. Mask. Am I messing something up? I don't understand. This should work. Wyoming 3 V3 mask. Wyoming V3 mask. Mask 1. This is right there. But it didn't export here. It just says mask. I think I need to just reopen the file. I just got to figure out how I can use my VR and steering wheel at the same time on ETS 2. All right, let's reopen that really quick. Okay. Mask B. Mask B. Which is user. Wait. Oh, I see. Okay. Okay. I get it. I have to go here and B3. I grabbed the wrong user mask. I grabbed 1, but technically I'm using 2, right? Because this one. Let me take a look. Close that. Mask B. We add user channel. 1 is available. 0 is not available, so it has to be 2. Okay, that's why. Mask B. File. Export. Okay. We're just trying to work on it. Yeah, okay, that time it exported. Dope. It's a little too strong. That. More of a glossy metal. On the Quest 2 headset in the box, there's this rubber thing that comes with it that you can put on the foam of the actual headset. Do you put that on? When I bought mine, they did not come with that. So, no. Yeah, oh, excuse me. That feature or that thing started coming with the headsets um, because someone had an allergic reaction to the foam one, and the kid's parents sued, and they stopped production of the foam headsets or just the coverings in general, and then it started coming with it, which is why it's rubber because it's silicone. Um, so you have an option. If you're allergic to foam, you can use silicone. If you're allergic to silicone, you can use the foam. All right, let's go back to Painter. I'm really enjoying how this is coming out. I think the overall looks pretty dope. So now we want to go to the rubber here. I love the foam feeling because it's cool. It isn't as hot in there, but I can't like put it on perfectly. So like there's a little bit that is touching my nose. That means the middle strap. Oh wait, I'm not sure what type. I got the. You might want to consider purchasing a better head strap. Love the rubber feeling, not foam. That's fair. And I'll make another layer here, or another fill. This will be the rubber. Oh, that's cool. I like the gold white. Rubber, um, dark. And we'll take this one, add a anchor point, mask, fill, rubber mask. Okay. And then, of course, we do our classic filter, bevel. Then we can duplicate, put up top, and I think we can just do inverse subtract. Yeah, even better. That simplifies my setups. Move this way, and then set the whole thing to multiply. There we go. Buy me a headset. Come on, guys. I don't think it's because of the headset. I think the rubber thingy just doesn't fit perfectly around the curved edge on the left side. I would have liked to make a little cut on it so it fits perfectly. It's fair. You can always cut it. Cut it. Do it! How do I get rid of that one? That one's in a difficult spot. individuals, but we want to set this to no, UV texture. And all right. And then where is this coming from again? That's from the. Oh, it's also coming from here. Excuse me. I don't trust myself. That's fair. I think I was super hesitant to even just like do the like what's it called, the thumbstick fix. Oh, sorry. I shouldn't talk while I'm exporting textures. It just gets so laggy. Ooh, what's going on there? That needs to be fixed. Just getting funky in there. I don't see that at all there, though. It must be the mask, one of the masks. Yeah. Oh, of course. Interesting. That's kind of cool. The rubber dark should not contribute to that, nor this. Huh. That's kind of cool. Is the mask bleeding through? I also need to remember what's causing that. It's this. Okay. Easy fix. There. The orange glow. We want to set the black metal to mask B on. Okay, perfect. Well, what is this to fix? So the thumbsticks on your Quest controllers, after like a lot of usage, they can start drifting, is what the term. Um, but yeah, basically just causes a bit of annoyance when you're like actually using it. Um, dang, this looks good. I'm really liking this. This looks good. It's like a professional model. Just learn a little bit more. So you get WD-40, specific kind of WD-40. It's WD-40 contact cleaner, and you just stick the nozzle into the gap and spray it. Pretty much good to go. So super easy. But I was just like, I don't want to do it. I don't want to risk breaking my controller. Because do you know how much it costs to buy a pair of Quest 2 controllers? It's about $200. IDK, but all my friends had over their 5 Xbox PS5. They were broke or they got sick drift and all the controllers, but I never ever broke anything. It just depends on how you handle it. Dang, I think this looks pretty darn good. I don't know about y'all, but I'm feeling good about it. Need to fix that. And I want to add a light gradient to the glows. Like there should be a darker green here and then a lighter green. Well, we already have the lighter green. We want a darker green in that emissive. Um, so let's go look at the excuse me, emissive. It's also not as bright as I thought it'd be. That's okay. So we'll make a new layer. OG, emissive gradient. And this should just be emissive. It'll basically be like this color, but darker and more saturated. Orangier. And then we mask, we fill, we put in the fill, an anchor point, orange glow mask, and then we filter, bevel, duplicate, and inverse subtract. And now we have a little bit of a gradient. You know what, this should actually contribute to the color as well. Let's choose a nicer looking orange. Yeah, see, just that like nice little gradient there. I can even set this to something like overlay. Nice. There we go. Just gives it a little bit of difference, a little bit of gradient. And then we also want to do the same for this one right here. Actually, the only thing I ever broke was a mouse. That was like a 5-year-old mouse. Literally broke in Blender. Just press the middle mouse button and just out of the spot. Oh, I have definitely broken some mice. Raging playing video games, just crush it. Smash it. Can I just filter bevel right on top of this? What does that even do, though? Nothing. So I do want to make a new layer. We'll call it leg jet dark. And it'll be like this. We'll just boom, 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 overlay. But then color and emissive. Emissive should be like this blue. I guess it's a purple, darker. That. Then we mask. Then we fill, and we put in the fill the leg jet mask. And then we filter, we bevel. Grab this, duplicate, put up top, inverse subtract. Bada boom. Look at that, just a nice soft gradient in there. And I think we can darken this a little bit. Yeah, bring out that blue. Can't afford to lose anything. That's why I don't break anything. I think that's fair. Accidents happen, though. All right, so there's one thing we're missing on our avatar, which are the red stripes. Stripes. So we need to get those on there somehow. That'll be through a decal. I think that's the only way we can. I'm really pleased with how this one's coming out. I think I'm just really excited about the mat caps. I need to fix that. So go to the wrapper. What's that? That's probably the base metal indent. What's causing that on the mouth? Just how the mouth looks? I don't believe that. Oh, maybe it is. Whew. Okay. And I actually want to go to the rubber, or would check mask B. I would like to make the rubber actually have a little bit of value on mask B, like right there. Just enough so that it contributes slightly. I've been making this spaceship for a scene today, and it's going pretty well. It's the furthest, oh my god, work unrelated to space law. Oh heck yeah! You know enough about Unity, and you know enough about Blender. You could make your own spaceship to explore in VR. Maybe that's what you're doing. Maybe that's what you're already doing. You know what? Let's do it this way. What do you mean spaceship to explore in VR? I'm just saying you could make your own spaceship. Upload it to VR chat. Now you got your own spaceship. Ooh, that is not what I expected it to look like, but I kind of like it. But I will remove it because that's a little too much. It looks like it's, wow, fucking dope. That's really cool. But not what we want. Not what we want. So, boom, boom. Really need to stop buying. Really stop buying games. Most games I play I stop playing usually after a few days. Well, that only gets worse as you get older. Just like I'll play that eventually. It's a lie. You'll never play it. Dude, this looks awesome. Look at that late or like the rubber. Look at that. It looks so good. Wow. I love it. I think we need a little bit more on the cloth too. You should see my Steam library. I have about 200 games. My goodness. My goodness. Ooh. I only get like free to play games now, pretty much. That's a lot. VR games I'll get. That's about it. All right, let's do the eyes now. It's time for the eyes. And we will start them in. Yeah, we might as well start them in Painter. Why not? Yeah, why not start it? All right, so can I? If I, oh yeah, of course, it would have alpha. If I just took out the color, then it's just going to have alpha. That's perfect. Nice. Okay. So, but we do want to leave on roughness. I bought a squad a while ago and only played it for a total 13 hours, mainly because very slow paced and super, super hard. And I just, some games you're not going to enjoy. That's fair. Do fill. And what's the best way? Mask. Boom. Let's make her a war veteran to be able to play that, man. Want an alpha? Squeeze. Odd. Did not unwrap the eyes very well. That's okay. Right now, our only concern is the texture itself. One shot and one die. Yeah, I don't like games like that. I really prefer just being able to play again and again very quickly. So this will be the base, eye base, eye shape. And then we'll do another one on top. This will be the iris, right? The exterior line. Add an anchor point, mask, fill. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, okay. Mask fill. Of course, our favorite bevel. Duplicate this. We'll set this one to multiply so it keeps it in there. And then on this one, we want to make sure it's just color. Grab that border and bevel it in. Does not seem to be working because the fill I didn't grab on eye shape mask. That certainly makes a difference. This one we'll set to inverse subtract. Shit. Just subtract. Multiply. Oh. May have been messing up some of the other ones. Whoops. Whoopsie poopsie. Damn it. There we go. That's what I thought I was doing. Inverse subtract. What did I do? Super close to another sketch request. Oh, heck yeah. Well, that is a banding. Look at that. It's actually pretty much what we want. I'll tell you out with these. No, I'm ready for more. I like sketch requests. Then we'll do a fill here, just color. And we'll fill this with a gradient like this. And then on top of that, add a filter, which is a gradient filter. And this one will just be two colors. This one and this one. Then go to fill. Just adjust that balance. About there. Oh, I'm getting so good at Substance Painter. Feels good. Feels good, man. Super close to getting a sketch quest. I'm going to tell you out that I don't get why no one else gets them. A few other people have gotten them. there, a little bit more. 0. Then this one. 0. 0. Almost. 0. Yes. A little bit. Are you going to release any new avatars? I have some plans. Plans are afoot. My brother and I have been talking about what to do, what we'd like to do. And basically, the plan is to do a Kickstarter. So I'm going to be working up to doing that. But the goal will be like whatever we do there, we'll also add to our one of that'll be like part of the shop, basically. Your brother, what's your brother going to do? So he'll help on the business side, on like making sure we have all the. There's a lot that goes into a Kickstarter. Usually, most Kickstarters are like a 6 to 8 man team. So I'll do the art. He'll do social media stuff like that. Just all the stuff that's involved in it. And I do want. If I go to a missive, what does that look like right now? It's a gradient, not a missive. How do I include the gradient in that emissive? Seems like it'd just be working. Ah. Oh. E. Oh. I want this to be in here. So gradient linear. And then we want the one more light here. This will be BG glow. And again, color and emissive. Let's do that. Just don't forget me when you become a millionaire. Well, hopefully we all become millionaires. I mean, if there's stuff that I think that right now it's like I don't want to bring, I wouldn't want to bring anyone on because I'm still testing a lot of this stuff for myself, and I think it'd be unfair to bring people on and then if things don't go well, which has happened to me with other projects, that I would just feel bad. I would prefer to know for sure if something's going to happen or not. That makes sense. All right, let's go ahead and export again. This one will just be Poyomi P3, and we'll do Wendy I. I guess it doesn't matter because there's no information on those. So we might as well use the V3 mask template. You said you're like 35 years old, right? Yes, I'm a partner for what I'm doing. I've definitely worked with people on projects, and I've worked for companies too. For me, it's mostly this has been like doing this kind of work, the avatar work, and creating content in this area is like really the first time I've been able to do that. Excuse me. So it's not that I haven't thought about it before. Oh, girlfriend, gotcha. I've had quite a few partners. I just get. I mean, why don't you get one? I don't mind the question. I think I've basically been in long term relationships for like the past 10 years, so I'm not really in a rush to get in another one. All right, decal time. Right one. Body. I. I albedo. The eyes are unwrapped incorrectly. So blender. Do you not want to get married? Um, uh, I'd prefer to be in a relationship, but I'm also not in a rush to get back into one. I'm definitely built to be in a relationship. I think that's my typical. There we go. Let's close the visor really quick. Hard to see what's going on here. Um, that's my typical. I don't want to say approach. Would be the right word. Place to be in a relationship. Let's do 0.5, 0.5. Ah, there is like a border to it. Why is that? I thought this base doesn't have any color. Huh. Shouldn't this have some transparency? Oh, I mask channel A. R override alpha. We go for today. Got school tomorrow. It's probably gonna spend another 2 hours on my phone. Hey, that's totally fine. Enjoy the rest of your evening, big poop, and I'll see you tomorrow. Happy Friday coming up. Why is this like this? It's got this gray border. Decal mask. If I put the. Sounds good. See you then. I put this here, and I say A, nothing happens. This seems odd. Usually it's not like this. Blending. That's fine. Override alpha, decal, tile, depth, scale. Oh, that's odd. All right. First things first. Let's go back here and tab. We've got this UV map and this one. This one should work just fine. We'll do Substance Painter V2. Yeah, that's the right one. Then set this back to UV 0. Okay, now when I do the depth, it should work correctly. But we still have this gray border. Not a fan of that. Not a fan of that. We might as well just fill it in anyway. Make it completely white, but it's not completely white. What is up with that? No, not export mesh. Export textures. Huh. What's up with that? Dun, dun. Oh, it's the emission. Um, that's got to be it. That's what it is. Oh, okay. Then I should be able to put this here. Then tell this A. Man, I really have never encountered this. I'm not exactly sure why it's filling out. Uh, alpha's transparency. Apply. Input alpha texture. Yes. What is going on? Um, Let's open it up in Photoshop. It is gray. But I just can't like see that. Well, let's do color black. Then see. No, no, no. Nothing's changing the color. Here, here. Nothing's changing the color. But if we go to export textures, let's switch it back to Poyomi 3. Really shouldn't make a difference. That certainly will. Just leave base off entirely. It's better. If we go to I and we go to the decal and we say 0 on the emission, it's worse. So it is being filled in with a gray. Oh, wow. Wow. Welcome, Officer Mark. Powerful. Powerful toots. Oh, of course. I get it. I have to set this opacity on. It has to be opaque. Or has to be transparent. I want to go for the drink water. I don't believe you. Okay, now it should work. Now it should work. Hope you're getting towards the end of my day, but I have another hour or so left. There we go. Okay. Interesting. That was oddly difficult. I got 15 minutes left before I hop in my bed. Oh, yeah, how was your birthday? Hope you had a good time. Six 6.6. Hella fun. That is good to hear. Hella. Hella fun. Defo no alcohol involved. I don't believe you. Whoa, that's so cool. But not really what we're going for, huh? Once again, he thinks I'm alive. That's true. Dude, this model's coming out so well. Look at that. Got all these nice little details. Feeling pretty proud of this one. Pretty proud. Let's get that eye fixed. Huh. It shows this band as bigger. So that means we need to turn on opacity for some of these other layers, like this one. Yes. And this one. Then we export again. Oh, thank you. Salute. Bam. School really fucks up my Twitch consumption. That's fair. Probably for the best, though. That's kind of the point of school, if I remember correctly. Push about 30 to 60 minutes a day. Well, don't feel like you have to watch, but I certainly appreciate people when they tune in. Though you're probably watching other streams as well. I find that for most, at like 11 p.m., yeah, for me as well. It's like I'm on Twitch, time to space out. Wish I could make this even shinier. Make the eyeball even shinier. Not really sure how I would do that though. I guess it has to be a matte cap. There's no other way to make it shiny except through a matte cap texture. I just wish I could take the saturation out of this. It looks too shiny. Okay, let's leave it like that. Always like 11 p.m. Dang, this looks good. I'm really, really pleased with how the Avi's looking. Really, really pleased. Excuse me. All right, now we need to figure out the stripes. Shakes my head. Imagine being tired. Tired equals weak. Weak. A weak chopper. Oh, all right, we need to get the neck. Should have some lines here. There actually should be a glow around the neck as well. So let's get those done. What's up? I'm tired the whole day, but that's a different thing. I'm just sleepy. I'm just sleepy. But I am strong inside. I do get on the elliptical pretty much every day and work my heart out. I try to at least. Orange glow. Why is that affecting that? Something must be painting it out. Oh, there we go. All right, we're getting it. We're getting it. So boom, boom, boom. Small. Even thinner. Drunk. Sad dude. Sad dude. What's up with you? Feel like I'm feel like that my Nintendo Switch is about to blow up. Why? What did you do to your Nintendo Switch? There is a line of paint here. Oh no. Here. Fan is going crazy. But it's had Splatoon 3 open in the background. Just gotta put a little fan on it. It needs its own little fan. You need a fan for its fans. Go. And then we do want one as well that is subtract. And we'll go top. Like right up there. So I think Don was just talking about Sploon 3. Sploonin'. I love Sploon. Yee, it's so good. I love it. Is Isn't it just the painting? You're just painting the level. Want to play with me, Mark? Heck yeah. Well, Mark's about to go to bed, I think. But what? Rude. It is late in the hinterlands. Excuse me. Dude, the back looks so good. Tasty. Tasty. I'm gonna go back and do some sculpting. Uh, Sculpting base, yeah. I think that's the next step. But I just want to play with the visor a little bit too with the override alpha. No, it's fine. Normal to use, pixel or vertex. Tasty. It looks good. I always think that art is about taste. It makes me hungry. Excuse me. Cannibal. Tee. They're on to me. All right, let's do the sculpt, and then let's be done. Okay, I'm gonna get out my. Oh, my back's hurting. Maybe the stop goes. I can feel how the autumn is kicking in. It was kind of cold when I was driving. Yeah, I kind of like it though. I feel like this is the first time I'm really going to enjoy a winter because coming from California, I never really experienced winter. It just gets cold, but it doesn't get like there's no autumn. There's no autumn in winter. Um, and you don't enjoy it. But I feel that I know how to prepare for winter now, and I bought some cool boots, so I'm ready. That's all you need. Need some cool boots, and then nothing else. I feel like it's not recognizing pen pressure. No, it is. Okay. Love my motorcycle. Obviously, can't ride in winter. I was a fan of the winter until I had my license. Until it was inconvenient. I'm sure you'll find other ways to like. I feel like this is not actually getting the tits. Did. All right, so that's working. Let's go ahead and just restart Blender really quick. Fuck the snow, the slippery road. I'm just gonna drive the motorcycle. uh, you know what you need is like a trike, a three-wheeled one. Then you'd be stable, less cool, but stable. There's a lot of those here in the states for some reason. It's like kind of a I don't know. I don't know how to describe it. It's like an old person thing. the smoothing really is not working nicely. Dummy. Dimples. But dimples. I'll stick to my car in the winter. My brain is slowly but surely going off. So I'll just go to bed now. Have a nice stream. Stay safe. Same to you, Officer Mark. Enjoy the rest of your evening and get some good rest. We'll see you tomorrow.
She's afraid.
Oh. Are you scared of the vacuum? Yeah, that's gonna look good. Don't want it super strong, just enough to really catch the light is the goal. Abs? Almost. Almost abs. That looks more ab-like. It's just these little points that pop out, though. Barely see them, but they're there. It's a little frustrating that that happens, but that's okay. All right. That's all we really need. Save. Then we'll file, export fboops. What? Ah. Huh. Did I miss quick? Start. Then we save the high poly selected objects, bada boom. It's going to take a little bit. Oh, I wish I could pop my own back easily. There's just one spot I know I need to pop. I feel it. Then we'll go back here, edit, bake mesh maps, and bake. Damn it. Fuck. Um, all right. I'm going to take this one, delete it, take this body, or the shark body, duplicate it, rename it, HP, Alt P, P, clear parent, keep transformation, move armature, then apply the mirror, and go into subdivision surface, 1, 2, 3. Okay. Then sculpt mode. That did not work well. So that's unfortunate. But at the very least, just smooth that, and we'll try a different way to get some additional detail in there. Save, file, export, fbooks, HP. That sucks. I wish we could get that in. If we can't, we can't. It's just this dent right here that I really want to get rid of. I could always just paint the normals out in that one spot, just that one spot. That would work. Did I export too soon? I don't see that there. See that there? All right. Then let's try what I just described. Go here. To normal. Now. Want to remove the normal here. Then we want to add it here. And we'll add that. Now it's back, but we can add a white mask and just very neatly blend it out. Ah. Like so. Maybe a little bit more. That's where she sleeps most of the time too. I'm afraid of for my bed. It's my mom. Here we're going to go just height map. Actually, delete that. We'll just do a paint layer. And we'll only paint height. And I think this way we can go ahead and get those things we're looking for, like the abs. That's a little much. We'll have to do it really gently. Maybe we go the other way. Sculpt out. How about thorn? Like such. Turn down the spacing to 5, 10. Oops. Six. Just not quite what I want. Actually, for this, why don't we turn the spacing way down and the opacity down too? All right. It is what it is. I'm not going to mess around with that too much. Let's go ahead and go to the cloth here. Make a layer that is also just height. Do downward height. We'll call this one folds mask. And for the shapes, we'll use OM dash. These ones. This will allow us to get some nice wrinkles on the cloth. Yeah, like that. Just enough to really pull it off the body and make it look like real clothing. too much crease in the butt crack. But I like it on the lower pant leg, right here. The cuff, the shorts. That really helps sell it as cloth, in my opinion. All right, that looks like cloth. That looks like fabric. Uh, Happy with that. Let's go ahead and bust out some of these other wrinkles here. See what else we can kind of imply or do. I just watched someone pour milk on Doritos. Gross. You should sue them for emotional damage. Was this in real life? Yeah, sick Gordon Ramsay on them. Did you hear what they did, Gordon? It was on TikTok. Gotcha. The cursed land. Just taking its time. Loading. All right. almost 5:30. I got about another 20 minutes in me, and then I think I will end it. Especially since I have family in town, and I should be spending time with them too. Let's flip to like that. Oh, it's because it's gotcha. Go tangent random object. Then be all right. Gotcha. So it's just not acting as I would expect. Whoa. We'll leave it one. All right. A little less wrinkles there. Shorts look good. Maybe a little less on the front. But I like the ones right here. Those look really good. And maybe just make it a little bit lighter. All right. What's there? Less there. This file's definitely getting big because it's taking a long time to save now. One last thing. Cloth. This should be a little bit bright. Maybe right around there. Just a little bit brighter. Dang, that looks good. All right, friends. It is the end of the day for me. I'm going to go ahead and call it here, but I'll be back tomorrow and we'll do another 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. session. Went a little bit later today. Oh, in that full 8 hours. Anyway, Don, Mark, who else came by? Camry came by today. We had Big Poop. We had Emmy. Who else came by? I think that's it, as far as it scrolls up on my chat there. But I appreciate you all hanging out with me for this last half of the day. I hope you all are having a great rest of your day, morning or evening. And I'll see you all tomorrow for Friday. Hopefully we'll do something a little bit more fun tomorrow. Because I should be able to finish this Abby in the morning. On to some other stuff. Anyway, looking forward to it. See you all then. Bye.